The Northwestern Wildcats are at odds of plus 50,000 to win the College Football National Championship, and they are at odds of plus 5,000 to win the Big Ten Conference Championship. Last season saw the Wildcats go 5-7 straight up, 5-7 against the spread, and 5-7 on the over-under. Pat Fitzgerald enters his 15th season with Northwestern and his 10th as head coach for the Wildcats. He took over in 2006 for Randy Walker and has now led the team to 5 bowl games. The Wildcats had only appeared in 6 bowl games from 1948 to 2005, so he has accomplished in 9 years what it took the team 50 years of football to do. Many are wondering who will take the quarterback reins this season at Northwestern. Senior Zach Oliver has the most experience with the team, although we're talking about a 2014 season where he only completed a total of 30 passes for 367 yards, throwing 3 interceptions and only 2 touchdowns. He has the size, but he does not utilize his legs, as sophomore Matt Alvidia has shown he can do in the spring game. Clayton Thorson will also be throwing his name into the hat for starting time, and there is talk in camp about a repeat of 2012, when the Wildcats played a platoon quarterback system. Justin Jackson has a bright future, and you should remember the name, because when he leaves the Big Ten, assuming he stays in school through his senior year, he will likely be drafted early. As a freshman, his season saw him rush for 100-plus yards against 5 Big Ten teams and Notre Dame. The sophomore returns after gaining 1,187 yards and 10 touchdowns on 245 carries. The defense returns 10 starters, 7 of whom are seniors, although depending on who you ask, that can be seen as good or bad. The Northwestern defense allowed 200-plus yards on the ground on 6 different occasions, while only accumulating a Big Ten low of 17 quarterback sacks for 2014. The defensive end positions are likely set with Dean Lowry on one end, paired with Deontay Gibson on the other, although Xavier Washington and Ifeadi Odenigbo saw plenty of time on the field last season too. Northwestern had commitment announcements in June of 5 more high-profile high schools, not to mention the addition of 2 elite prospects from powerhouse Caddy High School in Texas. That makes 13 commitments in June, an unprecedented haul of 18 prospects that landed the Wildcats at number 20 on the Rivals National Recruiting Rankings. Keep in mind, this is a team that beat Notre Dame, Wisconsin, and Penn State last year, so there is something to build on, albeit a second straight 5-win season. A non-conference schedule that includes Duke and Stanford might not make it easy to come out better than 2-2 entering the conference schedule. And with 3 road games at Wisconsin, Nebraska, and Michigan, and with Penn State, Minnesota, and Iowa all hoping to be in the mix for a bowl game this year. For our Northwestern Wildcats betting predictions, check out the Bang the Book Betting Center. And don't forget that the Bang the Book Betting Center is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sportsbooks.